Guy Hamilton, chartered accountant. Andy Rennick, motor mechanic. Robin Galbraith, stupid prick.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
Okay, pal. It's dead in it. You all right?
Oh, I missed you.
Where's the rest of my doner kebab?
Listen. Now, you take your foot off the clutch. Gently. Gently, right?
Okay, Harry, calm down.
No, I'm just...
Everybody's got to learn to drive sometime. I'll try again.
Stay. Yeah. Ah, for God's sake, woman! Oh, right.
This is the Outer Hebrides Broadcasting Corporation calling civilization. More nonsense in a minute, but first, it's time for... Industrial news. And a major boost for Britain's exports as Quick Fit open a branch in Botswana. And despite massive cutbacks in their funding, the Red Arrows say they are definitely going ahead with their programme of aerobatic display. And we visit Prince Andrew as he watches a video with Major Ronald Ferguson and Frank Buff. And the Queen was at Paddington Station today to mark the first state visit to Britain of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, that's all for now. Thank you, all.
The sweetest thing, what else on earth could ever bring such happiness to everything as one's old story?
Now then, here we are. I'll just get out
You're
my...
reading specs and I'll just put on...
Your reading specs.
Right.
Yes, now, what have we got here? We've got... yes, there we are. We've got sausage and egg.
Chips.
Yes, we've got... What's that one? Oh, yes, gammon steak.
Chips.
And fish.
Is that with...
Yes, with chips,
Right.
Miriam, yes. Yes, I think I'll have the fish and chips, young man, thank you. Yes, sir. Next. I think you've been slightly premature with your next, young man.
Haven't you forgotten something?
Right. What? Well, we have the fish. This is the fish, you see. We have the chips. These are the chips, quite a bit hot. And this is the sort of indeterminate green stuff. And, of course, the tomatoes. But where, oh, where is the lemon?
What lemon?
Well, if you look at the picture behind you, you see the picture behind you? There's a sort of roundish, yellowish thing on top of the fish.
Yeah, we like to call that a lemon.
Yes. I like a bit of lemon with my fish.
Yes, he does. He does like a bit of lemon with his fish.
And if there's a piece of lemon on the photograph, there should be a piece of lemon on the plate.
The lemon's off today. The lemon man didn't turn up.
Haven't you heard of the Trade Description Act?
I don't know nothing. I just serve the food.
Oh, yes, I think we'll definitely have to see the manager.
Rodney?
For goodness.
Can I help you at all?
I shall deal with this, Miriam.
Yes, you see, the problem is they're on the picture. It's a lemon that clearly advertised as an integral part of the meal, but if you look on the plate, voila, no lemon.
Well, I'm very sorry. I don't have tartar sauce, perhaps.
We don't eat sauce tartare, we're allergic to the green bits.
Knock 20 pence off their meal.
Well, at least we've managed to salvage something out of the situation.
Yes. Praise the Lord. Oh, not to cut. Hurry along, Miriam.
Right. Now, I would also...
Yes! What would Madam also like?
Chips, please.
I trust everything's to your satisfaction, Madame?
No, as a matter of fact, it is not. Where is the piece of adhesive tape as you have in your picture? I do think this is a little bit high.
That's about being divorced. See, since me and Flounder Features packed it in, you want to see the crumpet I've had running about this place. All shapes and sizes. I'm having a time of my life. Of course, the trick is knowing where to look. So I hang about the divorce courts a lot, you know. It would surprise me you can pick up when you catch them when they're vulnerable, you know. Funerals are good. Derby and Joan clubs, they're great too. But they can't run away from you when they've got themselves stuck in these zimmers, like, you know. Well, but, don't get the wrong idea. I mean, since me and the beast strapped it in, I've never been to bed with an ugly woman. I've wakened up with a few right enough. That's a drink for you, innit? Excuse me, there we go. Wee charisma transplant, you know? Oh, yeah! appropriate as it happens. 'Cause I'm meeting a wee bird later on, you know. Well, she's a nurse. I'll take her out to dinner. Buy her one of the barium meals I was talking about. She goes like a clapper's tail. Oh, she loves it. Oh, I can tell that 'cause she keeps laughing all the way through it, you know. I think it must be her job, you know, living side by side with death like that. Mind you, I was married for 15 years and it certainly never made me laugh. Oh, one wee bonus. See, since I met her, I've never had to buy a condom. She just brings back these surgical gloves. I snip the fingers off them, or slip one on your Pat and Mick, who's to know the difference? The only trouble is it's a hell of a waste, you know. We'll have to fling away 4 every time, because the only ones that'll fit me are the pinkies. Ah, well, there you are. Well, it pays to advertise, eh?
Got up, looked out of the window, went for a walk in the garden. Tuesday. Got up, looked out of the window, went for a walk in the garden. Wednesday. Got up, looked out of the window, went for a walk in the garden. Thursday. Got up, looked out of the window.
On sale now. There is Rudolph Hex.
And that report from Johannesburg was compiled under the South African government's current reporting.
If you live in Clapham or somewhere much more common, and you have a little place to sell, if you're sitting pretty, doing well in the city, but you want to get off the carousel. If you live in Ealing when the prices hit the ceiling, you could do much worse before the bubble bursts. Sell your cardboard box, buy a castle from the jocks,
or sell your second Porsche and buy a Glen.
For a stall in Billingsgate, you can buy a whole estate, and you'll never ever have to work again.
A WC and Tooting back. Well, that should fetch a healthy check. Now, what exactly would you like to buy? I could offer you the Isle of Skye.
Double lock-up in Bethnal Green. Ever thought of buying Aberdeen? Or maybe somewhere not so steep. They say Glamis Castle's going cheap.
A tent in St. John's Wood, oh, very upmarket, very good. After deducting lawyers' fees, you could buy the Outer Hebrides. Well, it's got a lock with its own monster crane.
So if you live in Woolwich, Greenwich, Croydon, Reigate, Highgate, Balham, Brentford, Bagshot, Bracknell, Bow, Weybridge, Woking, I'm not joking, covered space in darkness, dorking, now's the time to sell your pile and go. With very little hassle, you could own a Scottish castle, take to the hills, let the tourists pay your bills. Sell your cardboard box, buy a castle from the jocks, or sell your second Porsche and buy a Glen. For a stall in Billingsgate, you could buy a whole estate, and you'll never ever have to work again. You could join the upper classes, sit around on your asses, wearing chic designer vests, living off your paying guests, and you'll never, never ever have to work again.
Say, Angus, are we having a barbecue?
Oh, God, there's a
minute. Oh, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I'll tell you, I'm never bloody satisfied, did it? Hey, last week it was knickers. Now it's a sideboard. And for what, boy? For what? Hey, so as it can swan about kidding on it's normal, eh? Oh, I tell you, see women nowadays, I don't know. I mean, maybe you can tell me. Because see mine, all I ever get is, I want this and give me that. See, in the old days, all you ever had to give them was a quick skate around the chalks when they were hanging out the wax. I'll tell you something else, boy. They were happier for it. They loved you for it. They even begged you for more. Not that you ever give them any understanding. No, you only want to spoil them. And it's nowadays, you can't even talk to them, you know. You know what it was last year? Eh? An orgasm. Eh? Hey, you. He's an orgasm. Me and next door got one. Well, away across the land at Arenas and get Lena hers. Get back to me, lady. Tell you, give it ecstasy once and the next thing you know it'll be, oh, hey, Rab, let us fondle your summit. How was it for you? I just tell her, I say, listen, lady, I have no idea at all how it was for me because I always make a point of going to sleep before we finish. And you, it was a sideboard. Hey, Rab, I want one of the Long John sideboard efforts with all the knobs on, you know. I says, okay. I said, fair enough, I'll nick down the warden want and I'll get you one. I'll tell you this, lady. I catch you rubbing beeswax into it and we're finished. There you are. Sideboards. Oh, give us sideboards.
It's not easy being a horse's ass.
So, good evening and welcome to the media show tonight. We're going to be taking a peek behind the walls of a large advertising agency. A dog food commercial director who's into bestiality will be taking a peek behind his garden shed. And I'll be offering my usual half-baked pseudo-socialist opinions on things that it's quite obvious I know bugger all about. But first, we're going to be looking at the incredible effect that the input of video cassettes into the market is having on Icelandic.
Hello. Where have you been? I've been sitting here waiting since the end of the last series. Look. No, I haven't. It's a joke. They stuck it on with this super glue. Yeah. Oh. Looks like I'm stuck with it. Still, it's all right. I'll be a bard with a beard. Yeah, because I am now. The man told me, he said, Shadwell, he said, you really are a complete bard. For most people, it's an honour, and for you, it's an abbreviation as well. So there you are. Because, of course, I am quite a well-known writer now, not just poems. I wrote a play as well. It was called Sold Out. Yeah. Nobody came to see it, mind, but it was a good play, set in a little community where nobody ever spoke. Sort of Welsh miming village, really. Of course, I didn't write it as myself, Shadwell, because I got a pen name now, Denzil Biro. I think it's quite likely that they'll probably start naming places after me now, like they did with Barry Island, which was named after Gwilym Island. You probably know that. And I get fan letters and presents. Somebody actually sent me a working model of a bowl of soup. You put the batteries in and it goes cold. Brilliant. But the best thing was that the University of Llanfair Pwllgwyn Gichgo Gerwchwyn Dober Llantysiliog gave me an honorary O-level. Yeah, there was a big ceremony. I had to stay overnight and everything. First of all, I tried the hotel no vacancies, but I couldn't get a room in it. Full up, really. So I ended up in a place called the Club Kakapupu in Diarrheo on the coast. They said it was a chateau. It was, too. Every time you flushed the lavatory, the tide came in. I know, I'm sorry to mention it, but that sort of thing just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
Then this is my creative hub. This is where I labour by singing light, which is a quote. Anyway, of course, being a writer means using your own life for material, which is why I'm facing a blank sheet of paper at the moment, because living has never been one of my talents. I was a difficult birth, very difficult. In fact, in the end, they had to get a policeman with a megaphone to shout up at my mother, "Come out, we've got you surrounded." Quite funny. But anyway, the other week, out of sheer bravado, I decided to live. So I went down to the job centre and said, "Look," I said, I want to live. I'm a creative artist. I need to suffer. What can you offer me?" So she said, "Well, there's not much in the suffering line at the moment, but could you work a checkout till at Tesco's?" I said, "What qualifications do I need?" She said, "Well, could you hold up a tin of peas and go, 'Sheila, how much?'" I said, "Give me 1 week and I'll be word perfect." So I dashed straight home and threw myself into the role of checkout operator. I worked on the vacant stare, the love bite necklace, and the art of taking 20 minutes to write "Cheryl tells 6" on the back of a cheque. But it was only when I could look up with that special supermarket sneer that starts somewhere down in the cervix area and say, "I'm sorry, but did you know that carrier bags have gone up to 6p? I knew I'd cracked the part. Anyway, it was hell in that supermarket. I went in there a young woman, and I came out a Tammy Wynette fan. I saw things that changed me. Grown men in tears because their wives had put back their M&Ms. Crazed housewives, you know, on the rampage because we'd run out of Mighty White at the weekend. And I lived. But you know something? I'm glad because my humour's deeper now. It's more socially relevant. Listen to this. What's the difference between a supermarket meat pie and a condom? You get more meat in a condom. No, you're right. No, it's still too elitist. No, you're absolutely right. I wish I could be more basic, really.
Happy birthday, dear Robert. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Robert. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Well, this is a big one. 18, coming of age, a man at last.
We weren't sure what to get you, but you can't go wrong with one of these.
A record token.
Oh, no, it's a poll tax voucher.
There we go.
could you make this the last number, boys? They're all ready.